friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Lexi and today we're doing a WIP and Chat. WIP stands for work in progress, and these videos are just a chance for us to work on our WIPs and chat. So first things first, how are you? How are you doing? What is new? What are you working on? Please let me know down in the comments. I'm doing pretty good. I am working today on my Jeremiah Kettner canvas. I'm way behind, as you might be able to tell. I have not gotten very far on this. Unfortunately, I felt like I was doing good, and then I slowed down. So I'm working on this today. I'm in the same spot that I was the last time I worked on this canvas on a WIP and Chat. So this is right where I'm at. And that's okay. It's not a problem. It's just, I do love working on this canvas a lot. It's just that I haven't had enough time to work on it. So, I'm using a few new things this week. I am using this shrimp boat drill tray. This is from Nix's Notions. And this is one of my favorite drill trays. I actually lost the stopper. I need to find it, but I love this drill tray. I'm using my new pen that I got from Enabler's Outpost. I did an unboxing of this. This is from their Penscription service that they have, where you can sign up and subscribe to a monthly subscription and get a pen every month. So that's from that. I have my tray, which is one that I made, and I have some trays available in my shop, as well as some Coverminders and Trashminders. I'll link everything down below. I've had a couple people ask me about the frames that I have for my canvas. I actually made these just with vinyl on my Trinket machine. But there are lots of shops on Etsy that make and sell these in case you don't have a Trinket or you don't want to make them yourself. So I will link a couple shops down below that actually make these and sell them. Yeah, so let's get into it. Oh, I want to show you guys one thing really quickly before we get into the canvas. So my mother-in-law sent me sent us, my husband and I, the cutest Valentine's Day cookies. And I brought them in here to show you guys because I wanted to shout out this shop. This is from Etsy, and they're so unbelievably gorgeous and also delicious. I wanted to show everybody. We have already eaten some of these, but I saved the prettiest ones to show you. So these were delivered, I think, via UPS, and they all came intact. It was really nicely packaged, so none of the cookies were broken. And I mean, look how gorgeous they are. I love this little polar bear. They're so detailed. The cookies are soft. They are they're sugar cookies, but they taste a little bit different from like the ones that you get in the grocery store. I feel like these are better, in my opinion anyway. And there's these cute little hearts. They're so cute. And then this beautiful heart rose. I just can't believe how detailed they are, and they look like they've been like painted, like watercolor. This one is my absolute favorite, and I don't even want to eat it because it's so beautiful. But this was so thoughtful. My mother-in-law chose this because my husband and I went on a hot air balloon ride, and it was one of our favorite things that we've ever done, and we really loved it. And so she picked this one for the hot air balloon. But look at like the little flowers in the envelope. They're so cute. And then this one says love. Now, she even had it customized. There was one heart in here that had my husband and I had our names on it. So she had it customized with our names on the cookies. But I took that one out of there because I just didn't want my husband's name in here on video. But And we've eaten some of them too, but they're just absolutely gorgeous. So I wanted to give a little shout out to this cookie shop. They are on Etsy. They're called Little Bird Art Cookie Studio LLC. I'll link them down below as well. Here's their sticker. But yeah, they're just fantastic. So thank you to my mother-in-law for sending these. It was such a sweet, thoughtful gift. And also thank you to Little Bird Art Cookie Studio because they're really delicious cookies and they did such a beautiful job. Absolutely gorgeous presentation, and they were shipped safely and all that stuff. So I wanted to give them a little shout out. So, okay, let's get into the painting. So, trying to think what's new since last week. The life of a diamond painter crafter is, you know, so thrilling. I'm gonna have to move these, I think. Okay. So, I'm doing much better now in regards to my surgery and healing and all of that stuff. Still have a little ways to go, but doing much better, feeling much better, and all of that good stuff. So very thankful for that. Let's grab a color and start working here. I have been trying to get more resin stuff done because, well, I love working on resin crafts, but also I wanted to add some stuff to the shop. I still have not opened up the custom orders yet, which I want to do soon, but I just haven't had the energy to quite do that yet. But I've been working on a couple things. I've been trying to go through some of the jewelry making stash that I have, and that's a little bit of a process. But I would like to make some jewelry pieces again, because that is a craft that I've always loved. It's like, even since I was a teenager, I loved making jewelry. And so since I haven't really been having a ton of energy recently, that was kind of something that I feel like I could use another glue dot in the end of my tip here. I feel like, I don't know, I was feeling like just getting back into the jewelry making thing a little bit, so I've been going through like my stash of that, and that's something that just doesn't take a ton of energy, I guess. I don't know. Still kind of hard for me to sit in one place for a long period of time. So, you know, like work's been challenging with that and stuff, but it's getting better. I did finish my Magnolia Castle diamond painting finally, which was, if you remember, I had pulled that one out for Halloween. So I've been working on that one for quite a while, and it's finally done. So I'm going to try to do a post review on it. I've never done a video like that before. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna try it. So we'll see. And yeah. Let's see, let's grab our next color here. Here we go. So we had kind of a fun weekend last weekend, although it was kind of hectic and chaotic and kind of, well, it was fun. So we have a friend here who has a dog who has been over to our house to play with our dogs quite a few times. Well, he had to go out of town and could not take his dog with him. And so we said, you know, that the dog's name is Biscuit, by the way. He's so cute. He's so cute. We said Biscuit could come and stay at our house over the weekend. So we had 3 crazy dogs running around the house. And, you know, we weren't quite sure, like, you know, it's one thing to have the dog come over and play with our dogs for a few hours on a Saturday or whatever. But we had him Thursday through Sunday. And we're like, oh gosh, I don't know how this is going to go with like the other dogs and stuff. But it went well. Everybody played well together, and everybody was on their best behavior. So it was really good, and I think they all really got along, and I think they all understood, like, we're all friends, and nobody's in charge except for the humans, you know, that type of thing. So it was very, very good. The problem is that our oldest one, Scout, she often will try to be the one in charge. And so sometimes we have to remind her that she is not in charge, that we're in charge. And so she can get a little bit bossy, and she's got an attitude sometimes. But no, they were good. But it was busy and kind of chaotic, and just, you know, we had 3 big dogs running in and out. So, but it was cute, because so Biscuit went home on Sunday, and his dad said that he slept like a rock, like all Sunday night, because he was so tired from playing with the other 2 dogs all weekend. So that was kind of cute. So I said to my husband, I was like, maybe we should open like a doggy babysitting service. And he's like, no, we're not. I loved it. I thought it was great, but so yeah, so that was our weekend. We were mostly just babysitting dogs. So it was fun. I did post a few little special trays this weekend. I just didn't have a lot done because of, you know, the circumstances. I just haven't had time to work on a lot, but I posted those, and then I got them wrapped up and shipped out on Monday, and I think that was about as much as I could do, because I was like, ooh, tired after that. And let's see. I think that's, oh no, there's some here. You know, I didn't really properly explain what this canvas was at the beginning of this video. This is the Great Big Owl by Jeremiah Kettner, and I will have a picture of the original artwork up in the corner there. So this is a canvas that I was doing for the Jeremiah Kettner event that's hosted by Painting with Pitties, and the event is now over because it was just for January, but I'm going to still work on it, and then I will be starting my mermaid painting soon. I wanted to get a something kitted up for the Lunar New Year event that Elisa is doing, but I just don't think it's in the cards for me. I'm like so behind now. But I really wanted to participate in that one as well. And typically, I don't typically participate for prizes. I usually kind of hang back and don't enter for prizes, but I just like to do the canvases to be like part of the event, if that makes sense, you know. But I just don't know if I'm gonna get to do that one, so let's see. I kind of have my drills far away from me here. Let me move them. Oh my gosh, these drills are like pretty much the same color as this tray. So Super Bowl is this weekend, and my husband and I had decided that we were going to, I hate saying having a cheat day because I don't know. It implies that, like, it's this whole thing. So, like, I feel like it implies that, like, certain foods are bad and certain foods are good, right? When you say, like, you're having a cheat day or whatever. But we're going to have a we're going to eat whatever we want on Super Bowl Sunday, basically. And not adhere so strictly to what we have been doing. So if you're new to my channel, my husband does pretty much keto, gluten-free, low-carb type eating, and I recently switched from that to an anti-inflammatory diet, which is pretty low-carb, like no. Well, I just showed him a thing of cookies, but that's a special gift, you know. But anyway, I'm just laughing at myself now for how ridiculous I sound. But anyway, typically we are low carb, no sugar. Anyway, this weekend we'll be just eating whatever we want, and like we've been talking about it, and the one thing that we both decided that we really, really want is some really good sushi. We want some, because we just don't eat white rice ever. And so we're going to get some sushi this weekend from a really good restaurant here. And we've been kind of like trying to decide like what else we want. And my husband was saying he wants like chips and like appetizers and stuff. So I just don't even know like really what that means though. Like, so I have to try to think of something for him, I guess. But the thing that I have been craving that is like one of my favorite things is I love like gummy sour candy. And so I've been thinking that is like something that I want to have coming up on Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's see. I love working on this canvas so much, and I just feel so bad that I'm so far behind on it. Is this... Oh no, I have another jar of this color. I was like, is this all I have left? This can't be. I did run out of a color on my canvas for Magnolia's Castle. And I'm really not sure actually if I ran out of the color or if I misplaced a bag somehow. Because that is totally possible that I just misplaced the bag. And I was like, oh, I know that Diamond Art Club will replace the drills if you run out. But I was like, oh, I just really want to finish the picture and I don't want to have to wait and stuff. So I looked in my stash of some drills that I have saved, and I actually had half a bag from another painting of the same color in square drills, and I was like, oh my gosh. I couldn't believe my luck, and so I got to finish the painting. And I had previously decided to stop saving the drills and just like pour them into a bucket, you know. But this made me rethink. Maybe I should keep saving them. It came in handy one time. Maybe I should keep hoarding them. But you know, when you have, you know, Diamond Art Club is willing to send them if you are missing them. It's like such a nice reassurance. I don't know. But I was just happy that I got to use them. I was like, oh. My hoarding paid off. So I've been trying so hard to really cut down on waste as well and cut down on spending. So that made my heart happy that I was able to like reuse something from a previous kit. I don't know. I've really been trying to repurpose stuff and just make do with what I have. I think I've talked about this before, like it's sort of part of my like New Year's resolution was to like, you know, cut down on spending, cut down on just like mindless buying. And so, oh, I have a perfect example actually. So this week, or last week actually, I have this really pretty mouse for my computer. It's like this white mouse that has like the colorful of like rainbow lights in it. And I've had it for a couple years and I really, really like it. But this past week it broke. It started just double clicking all over the place randomly. And I was like, oh dear, I cannot work like this. And so the reason I had that mouse was because it was pretty. And I previously had another mouse that was just fine, but I had bought the white one because it was pretty and it matched my keyboard. But I had stashed the other one away when I bought the pretty one. So the pretty one broke and I pulled out the old one. And previously, before I made this New Year's resolution, I would have just gone ahead and ordered a new pretty one to replace the broken one. And I was like, no, you know what? That's really silly. I have one that is working. I'm just gonna make do with it. I don't need to have a pretty one just because it matches the keyboard. So that's what I'm doing. So I was pretty proud of myself because like the old me would have just fired up the Amazon and replaced it for no reason other than I just wanted it to match my keyboard, and that is ridiculous. So I'm making do with my old one that works just fine but doesn't match my keyboard. And then there's been just a few things like that where I'm like, I really don't need to be buying a new one or a different one of, you know, this thing or that thing. So I know it's only February, but I've been doing good so far this year with that stuff. And I've really cut down on spending. So really, I have not been shopping. I have not bought any new canvases since Black Friday. I do have like the Penscription box. And I do have a subscription to Book of the Month Club, which I actually might pause that for a little while and take a break from it because I have books that I haven't read yet. Also, like, I've been using my library card to check out ebooks on my Kindle, so I stopped my Kindle Unlimited subscription because you can get ebooks for free with your library card. So I was like, okay, I stopped that. And then I have a subscription box for the scrapbooking stuff, which I like and I've been getting for a few months now, and I might continue that for a little bit, but I don't know if long term I'm gonna continue it. So I've just not been like shopping for stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I do need to maybe buy some new clothes for the spring, but other than that, I'm really not gonna shop for anything else. Oh goodness, I'm like right on the plastic there. Oh goodness. So I've been trying to also just reduce stress and, you know, give myself a break on certain things. And I tell you, like, the not spending money thing kind of helps with that. I'm trying really, really hard at work to not freak out about things. And I've been trying to kind of set more boundaries with work, and I don't know, like, sometimes I feel like, so I used to be in management when I worked at another business unit, but I'm not in management anymore. And sometimes, though, I feel like there's still a perception that I am management, even though I'm not. And I think that sometimes, like, people still see me that way and treat me that way, and I let them. And so it's confusing for everybody. I let people treat me that way. And so I've been trying to, like, set boundaries that, like, I am not management. And so, I can't take on problems that should be handled by management, and I can't take on responsibilities that should be handled by management, for my own mental health, but also, like, for example, like, if, let's say, one of my doctors had a complaint about one of my coworkers, I can't handle that. That would not be appropriate for me to handle, because I'm just a coworker. I'm not their boss. I'm not their manager. So, like, I can't handle something like that. It would be inappropriate. You know, so it's like that kind of thing. So I've been trying to, like, set boundaries with that. And I feel like that is helping my stress level a little bit, you know. And then I think sometimes, like, I'll just take care of things because I feel obligated to, because it's kind of like, if I don't do it, like, I'm scared it won't get done type of thing. But there are certain things where I'm like, you know, I think the responsibility needs to be shared, so I'm gonna stop always doing it, and let other people share the responsibility, if that makes sense. So I feel like that is really helping with my anxiety and my stress level. So I'm just gonna keep on that path. I think the boundary setting is a big thing. Like, my really good friend, who we've been friends for years and years and years, we've worked together and then gone through periods where we've not worked together, and now we work together again. She's always telling me, you need to set boundaries, and she's right. She's like, you always do this, and I'm like, I know. So she's been helping me with that. So this week has been, like, last week and this week have been busy at work, just because I've been working on some big projects, and nothing, like, too crazy, though. It's just time consuming. And I've really moved away from, like, the regular work I was doing, and I'm working more on, like, special projects, which is just different for me. It's like a different vibe. I'm used to having more of, like, a production focused role, where, like, I have a goal of, like, how many reports I need to get done in a day, let's say. And now I'm working on more special projects where it's not a quantity thing. I'm not in production, and I'm really I'm just working on things that aren't really quantified like that. And it's just a weird kind of vibe for me because I'm, you know, for the last 10 years, I've been doing the other type of work. And now I'm doing more of like special projects and just things that really can't be quantified. And I don't know, it does feel a little scary for me. Because I'm used to saying like, I got 15 reports done today, and now I'm not doing that. It just feels a little weird. Oh. I apologize if this work talk is boring. Oh, goodness. So we just started watching a new show on Netflix called The Tourist. And it's about a man who goes to Australia and he gets into an accident and then he has amnesia and he doesn't know who he is. And we're only a couple episodes in, but it's really, really good. And so far the show is really good. So it's just about him like trying to find out who he is and why he's there and what happened to him. So I'm not going to say too much because, first of all, we've only watched a few episodes, but also I don't want to give any spoilers. But yeah, it's called The Tourist on Netflix. It's really, really good. And then on Friday night, we watched a classic. We watched Friday, which was one of my favorite movies from when I was a teenager. I love that movie. It's got, Ice Cube and Chris Tucker in it. And I've seen it a million times. I could quote it to you, but it's one of my favorite movies from when I was a teenager. And I don't know what made us want to watch it, but I was like, can we please watch this? I haven't seen it in a while. And my husband was like, yeah, let's watch it. Yeah. I'm hoping that we're not in for a long winter because I think the groundhog did see a shadow or didn't see a shadow. I never remember which way it goes, but it was like the positive one, right? Where it's like not going to be such a bad winter. But I've already noticed that it's starting to get lighter at the end of the day, and like, thank goodness. I really have a hard time with winter. I definitely have seasonal affective disorder. Always have had a hard time with winter and just kind of feeling bleh because of the lack of sunlight and all that. So I started taking vitamin D on a more consistent basis. We always sort of have it in the house, and whether I remember to take it or not is another story, but since the beginning of the year, I've been taking it on a consistent basis, and I feel like it has helped me. I don't know whether I have a low vitamin D level, but I just assume that I do. So. It's not something they test for, typically. There's like a lot of research that shows that there really is no point like screening for it in adults. So it's not a test your doctor will do routinely. So I don't think I've ever had my vitamin D level checked, but I just assume that it's low. Especially right now, this time of year. But this weekend was so beautiful. So we did spend actually a lot of time outside. We actually sat outside on our back patio, and we have those like tall like space heaters that are outside. They run on propane, And so when it got too cold, like we just set those up. We just sat outside and like talked and played with the dogs. It was really fun. So it was nice to be outside because it was actually sunny and somewhat warm. So that was good. Trying to think if we did anything else. Not really. Just played with dogs. I wish I could just work on this all day. I do have to go to work eventually, but I wish I could work on this all day because I feel like I'm in a groove right now. Now that I'm working on this, I feel like I could just go and go and go. Oh. It's such a beautiful painting, and the colors are just wonderful. I'm like really enjoying just looking at it. So let me know what you guys are up to this weekend. Are you watching the Super Bowl? And if so, who are you rooting for? Do you have a team? Or are you team commercials? I think I might be team commercials. I just like to watch the commercials. So funny. My husband's so funny. Last night he stayed late at work to help a friend of his fix their car, and he was so excited about it because he's so funny. Like, that's the way he is. He's like, he gets excited about like, you know, like fixing cars and like, I don't know, just doing stuff like that. So he was excited because he got to go rescue his friend from the gas station, and they went and got the part, and they fixed the car, so it was cute. He's all excited about it. He's so funny. I have been like itching to play some video games recently, which I haven't really done in a long time because I haven't had time. But I've had like this urge to play like either Fortnite or what's the other one that's kind of like Fortnite? I forget now. I'm not, like, I don't know, like, I've just had this urge to, like, play video games recently, and I just really don't have a whole lot of time to do it, but I might download it on my computer and play a little bit, but the problem is I don't remember exactly how to play, and I'm sure it's changed since the last time. Like, I used to play Fortnite back in, like, 2017 or 18, when my husband was working nights, when we like first moved to Dayton, and I didn't have anything else to do really, and I didn't know anybody and all that stuff. And like I used to play like Fortnite, and I used to play Sims, and I used to play like a couple of different video games. And then we moved, and I started doing just different hobbies and stuff. But I've like been itching to play it again, so I might download it and try it, but also I don't really have time. So I don't know when I would do that. Also, like, the kids that play that are mean. Like, they'll get on there and they'll yell at you and like call you names and stuff. So I'm just like, I don't know. Terrible. That's funny though. But I also like my little cozy games, like I love Stardew Valley, and I like Animal Crossing. They're so fun. I like those games too. There's no kids to call you names in those games for the most part. Cracks me up. But yeah. There's a new game. So I love Pokemon as well, but I've heard there's a new game called Pal World, which is like kind of like Pokemon, but it's like a mixture of, I guess it's like a mixture of like Pokemon and Fortnite and Minecraft, and like it's a whole bunch of different concepts in one game. That's what I've heard anyway. So I'm kind of interested to see what that one's about too. But again, when would I have the time? I just don't know. I just don't know. I feel like I have too many like interests and not enough time. I need to pick one thing. I really probably should have just stuck with diamond painting and not tried to add on any other hobbies. Just stuck with one thing, but I don't know. I've always been like this though. I've always like jumped from hobby to hobby. And I think a lot of people can relate with that actually. Like I've heard other people say that too, that they kind of have tried everything. They jump around like from crochet to jewelry making, and then they do diamond painting, and then they do resin, and then they do this and that, and you know. So I don't think I'm alone in that. I think it's kind of normal to just do different things that interest you, and maybe something sticks more than another thing. So my husband does make fun of me for it though, because he does not work that way. He's pretty stuck on his hobbies, and he doesn't really jump around a whole lot. He pretty much likes hunting and gardening. Like those are his two things for the most part. So he does make fun of me though for like jumping around, but you know, variety's the spice of life, right? Gotta try something new. Alrighty, let's do another color, and then I think we'll switch over and do sparklegrams. Sorry, I'm just putting my hair up. It's like getting in my face. I need to dye my hair, I need to cut my hair. All of those things. Let's do number 7. It's an absolute joy to work on this canvas after I've been working on my mystery canvas. Oh my goodness. So the mystery canvas it's cute, and I like working on the rhinestones, but it's double-sided adhesive. Don't like. The drills are popping off. Don't like. It's a mystery canvas, so it's not color coded. It's just like white with symbols, right? So don't like that. It's just like, oh my gosh. I feel like I'm on the struggle bus with it, but I am enjoying doing the Mystery Mondays. So if you haven't seen them yet, check them out. I have a playlist with Mystery Mondays. And basically, if you haven't seen them yet, I'm doing a series where I'm diamond painting a mystery kit, and then as I do that, I tell you about an unsolved mystery. So this past week, we did a really creepy one, which was the Enfield poltergeist case. And it was about a case in England where people are not sure if it was a hoax or an actual haunting or something else. So that was kind of a weird one. But I've done a bunch of different cases. Like I did one about an airplane hijacking. I did one about these mystery blobs that came out of the sky. I did a couple about these strange letters. And so yeah, they've been really, really fun, and I've really liked doing them. So it's fun because I get to research these cases a little bit more that interest me. And then it's really fun to read everybody's theories and comments about it. And people bring up stuff that I never thought about, too. While I was doing the research, I'm like, oh, that's a good point. You know, there's all these rabbit holes that you can go down with them. So it's really, really interesting, and it's been really fun. These colors are so pretty. I love this purple. It's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. Oh, we got some 7s up here. So we'll draw for a sparklegram in just a minute. If you're new to the channel or you're not sure what a sparklegram is, it is the friend mail that I do on my channel. And it's just a little way for me to say thank you for watching and commenting and all that good stuff. So there's a form that you can fill out down below. And then every time I do a WIP and Chat, I'll pick a random subject or topic or a random word for you to comment with. And then each WIP and Chat, I pick a random person, and then I send using a random comment picker, and then I send that person a sparklegram, which is a handmade gift just to say thank you. So we will do that next. I'm gonna stop here. I wish I would have got this section complete during this WIP and Chat, but I do have to go to work, unfortunately. I wish I could take the whole day off and just paint, just diamond paint, but we have to go to work so that we can buy our diamond paintings, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this WIP and Chat. I'll see you in just a minute. I'm going to switch over to the computer so that we can draw our name for sparklegrams, and then I'll give you the topic or the word of what to comment on for next week. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, my friends, here we are on the good old desktop. We're going to draw for sparklegrams, and this is last week's WIP and Chat where we diamond painted the calendar from DAC, and I had asked for anybody who wanted to be entered into sparklegrams to post a comment with the word heart in it, and so that is what word I will use to pick for sparklegram. So I'm going to grab the link here. We'll go ahead over to the random YouTube comment picker, which is always such a mess with these pop-up ads everywhere. But anyway, okay, so there is the link, and it has us do math early in the morning. Get YouTube comments. We had 25 comments. Thank you so much to everybody that commented. And we're going to go ahead and pick a name. Who's it going to be? It is, oh, A Broken Kind of Beautiful. This is a name that I don't know if I've seen before. Let's go to the comment. A broken kind of beautiful. Okay. So, I wanted to see the comment though. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Okay. And they said, "Hi Lexi, I love to decorate for the holidays, and until recently, I would have had hearts everywhere for Valentine's Day. If it had a heart on it, I'd display it. Love your content. Keep it up." Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your comment, and I'm so glad that you're here, that you love the content, and I really appreciate your comment. So I'm gonna send you a Sparklegram, and I'm so excited that you're here. So yes, I appreciate it, and look for your Sparklegram. It will be sent out in the next week or so. So thank you so much, and thank you so much to everybody that commented. Thank you so much to everybody that likes, subscribes, and all of that good stuff. I really, really appreciate it. So for the next week's WIP and Chat, let's pick a comment. So I was talking about making appetizers and food for the Super Bowl Sunday. Let me know, what is your favorite appetizer? Comment that down below, and that's what we'll use to pick next week's Sparklegram. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Have a great week. Bye.